This is our 2006 Chevy Silverado 1500 Crew Cab. We bought it on the cheaper side for what these trucks actually go for, but now we're gonna see how much money we can make.
One thing we noticed is headliner's kind of falling up here. Don't necessarily want to get a brand new headliner. This is the only spot it's bad. I'm gonna try to trim this overhang off. Also, this console's broken, so we're gonna have to dress it as well, but just try to make this thing look a little better. Taking the 06 Cat Eye out to our mechanic Brandon's. It's just got an engine light for an O2 sensor and like a little evap code, which is usually the charcoal canister. It's got airbag lights. So we're just gonna have to check out a couple things. Those are all pretty simple fixes, and it'll make this truck worth a lot more money with no engine lights. So we're gonna get them knocked out before we get it cleaned up and a few other things done. We got our 06 Silverado back from our mechanic. It was a bunch of simple stuff that kind of had the engine light on, so we had to do O2 sensors, NOx sensors. We got them knocked out, and then also had a purge solenoid valve. It's on the frame rail. All easy stuff. All the engine lights are off. I mean, the truck always ran good, but it runs even better now. So now we're just gonna do a few upgrades: headlights, tail lights, the overhead console inside. We got a new one of those.
Red tow hooks just because they're very out of place, and red is not a very good color, so we're going to paint them gloss black.
Bam, black. Red as hell, you know.
We're going to change out these tail lights, but if you're changing your tail lights out, make sure to buy the ones with the bulbs and harnesses. It makes everything a lot easier to make it where you don't have to plug everything back in from the old bulbs.
All right, so now we're gonna address this overhead console. It broke. People fixed it with a bungee cord. You never know what you're gonna get on used cars. So we grabbed one off of eBay. We're gonna throw it up there. It'll just make the truck look a little better. We may end up doing some visors too, but we gotta get this truck cleaned up and ready to sell. She is down.
right, we just picked up the 06 Silverado from detail. We're gonna take it back to the shop, do a final photo shoot, and get it ready to sell.
Now it's time to talk about prices and what we made on the truck. We bought it for $8,000 with fees, shipping, all that other stuff, the headlights, the detail, all the mechanic work. We ended up having $9,500 to the door in the truck. We listed it for $12,900, and when I say I don't think we've ever gotten that many messages on a vehicle, we were bombarded, and the next day we took a deal for $12,500, giving us a $3,000 profit.